Hello everyone. We're going to move through a restorative, gentle 30-minute flow today. We're going to do lots of twists, a couple of heart openers, back bendy, feel good postures for our spine. So all you'll need today, if you have a block, if you have 2 blocks, that's perfect. If not, you can make do without. And finally, maybe a little towel or blanket folded up. We're going to start with that just underneath our shoulder blades. Coming into a tiny little back bend here. Letting your arms land maybe somewhere off the blanket or towel. Just starting to notice the quality and texture of your breath. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Whether you want to think about moving more or moving less. Really zoning in on your breath today, maybe becoming really conscious of the breath. Maybe it's permission to rest here. See if you can soften around that blanket or towel any shoulder blades maybe coming closer to the earth, heavier. Appreciate this moment of stillness before we get moving here. Gently just lift up onto your elbows. Slide that towel out, place it aside. Bend your knees here. Let your arms open wide like a T. Just let your knees fall side to side. We can do some twists today. Let your knees just land on the right here, gaze to the left. And twists can be beneficial for so many things. They can help lengthen and strengthen the muscles along the spine. They can help us with digestion. They can increase circulation, relieve back pain and tension, even allow our lungs to inflate more fully. Very holistic practice for the body. Coming through center, just let your knees letting on the left. A really gentle twist to start here. Gaze to the right. Let those shoulders be heavy on the earth here. Moving through center, make your way up, maybe straight through center, coming around to a table. Shoulders stacked over our wrists, hips stacked over our knees. Pull that belly button in and lift the right fingertips up to the right ear and inhale. Open up, twist, use those obliques in your side body to open that elbow up. And exhale, tap the right elbow to the left inner elbow pit. Inhale, a lot of work through the core here, open up. Exhale, twist. I feel myself start to shake pretty quick. Exhale, tap elbow to elbow, 2 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale, tap, and just release that right hand down. Find that second side left fingertips. The left side of the head here, ears maybe. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, left elbow to right inner elbow pit. Moving with your breath, starting to feel the gliding of the tissues here. Two more, inhale. Last exhale, release that left hand down. We're going to come into a different version of a flow today, a bit non-traditional. Let me just take the slippers off. So we're going to press our toes. So we're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees, press those hips back. Find a plank pose. Feel that strength through your center. Maybe walk your hands out a little bit further in front of your shoulders. A bit more of a challenge for the core there. Maybe you don't need that. And we're just going to exhale. Press back towards a child's pose. So we're not fully in child's pose yet. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to down dog with a lifted left leg, three-legged dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, opposite leg lifts. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose one last time. Inhale to plank, and exhale, just press back, downward facing dog. Drop those knees down. Step your right foot in between your hands. Come on up to a low lunge. Press those hips forward in space. We're just going to reach our left fingertips toward the earth. You could always bring the earth to you with a block. And then the right arm drapes overhead, feeling that side body stretch. And now on your exhales, you're going to pull something out of space. Pull that elbow towards your side ribs. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale, pull. Sensing the gliding of the layers of fascia. Bringing hydrochloric acid back in between. And then come on up, and then next exhale. You could always have something under that left knee here too. It's a bit comfortable on my hardwood floor, so it depends on what surface you're on. Now we're going to swing that left shin around. So the shin is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Make any adjustments you need to make. It's almost like a warrior two hip opening in the low body. And then the front body, right forearm can come to the inner right thigh. And the left arm is going to start to make beautiful big circles. Warming up that shoulder joint now. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, big circle, twisting, feeling the scapula, the shoulder blade moving on the back body. Few more here. Sinking into that right hip a little further. Gently come out of that. Just step back to a table pose. Maybe leaving something folded under your knees might feel good. Just step that left foot in between your hands. Maybe grab your block. You're going to reach your right fingers toward the earth. Or a block and drape the left arm overhead this time. Feel that nice tug into the sideline. And then come on up. Come back to a table pose. Maybe leaving something folded under your knees might feel good. Just step that left foot in between your hands. Maybe grab your block. You're going to reach your right fingers toward the earth or a block and drape the left arm overhead this time. Feel that nice tug into the sideline. Use your breath to sink in here. On the exhale, pull your elbow towards your rib cage. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull something out of the sky. Exhale, one more. And next exhale, come on back up. Swing that right shin towards parallel. Lunge into that front leg and start to make circles with the right arm. Hydrating the shoulders. It's really beautiful to move from the scapula. Find movement in the shoulder joint, helps us find mobility in our thoracic spine. One more big circle here. And just step back to a table. Press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can slide that towel out of the way now. Inhale, pull forward, plank pose. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog, second side. Inhale to plank. Exhale, press those hips up and back, downward dog. Right foot reaches overhead. Exhale, knee to chest. Step that foot right in between your hands. Come on up for low lunge. Option to have something under that back knee. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, arms open up like a T. Right arm comes back, left arm comes forward, twisting from the mid back. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Maybe gaze comes up. Exhale, open up. Center. Exhale, twist. One more here. Center. And twist. And hold this one here. See if you can use those obliques, those abdominals to twist open a little further. Maybe gaze comes all the way around to your back hand. Another breath in. Exhale, come back through center. Let's lift that back knee up. You can slide your towel or foam out of the way, and we're just going to turn that back heel in and down like a warrior one, back foot straighten the front leg. We're coming into triangle here. Reach those arms out. Inhale, reach the torso forward as far as you can. Let the right arm drop, maybe to a block, maybe to your calf, and open your torso open to the left. Nice and wide through those collarbones. Keep lengthening and softening through that right leg. Getting curious if you can find any more space in the right hamstring, all while we reach up even further with our left fingertips. Another breath in, empty out. We're just going to take a revolve triangle here. So this can be a pretty deep twist. So you can reach your right arm overhead, or you can just bring your right hand to your sacrum on your low back. Press your left hand into a block maybe, and just open that right shoulder up as much as you can. Peel the rib cage open to the right, maybe just through center, just feeling that opposing twist. Strengthening and lengthening lengthening those muscles of the spine. So beneficial. Remember that this is medicine for your body. Deep breath in. Empty that out. Stay here for one more. Exhale, unwind. Plant your hands. Step back to a plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, plank. Last one, exhale, child's pose. You can actually let your hips drop all the way back this time. Forehead can come down to the mat. Let those hips sit nice and heavy. Breath of stillness to notice. What's shifting inside your body? Do your tissues feel any different? Know that the cells are reacting and adapting always. Inhale, pull forward. Press those hips back. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step that left foot to the top of the mat. Gently land the back knee. Set yourself up for a low lunge. Moving into that twist. Exhale, arms open wide to the left, torso to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Center, maybe gaze comes up. Two more. Exhale, let's hold this one here. Maybe gaze comes all the way around to your back fingers, if that feels okay in your neck, your spine. Remember, there's a lot of work through the core here. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting as if you were using your arms, pushing your arms into the wall to open up further here, but instead we're actively using our muscles. Another breath in. Empty out. Last one. Come back through center. Let's tuck those back toes, lift the back knee. Turn the heel in and down. Warrior one legs. Straighten the left leg. Reach those arms out front and back, coming into triangle, second side. Maybe using a block to bring the earth to you. And finding some softness and some ease, even in triangle. Find somewhere to soften your gaze here. Like your vision's almost a little bit blurred. We spend all day concentrating so hard on one thing, maybe on a computer screen or on our phones, wherever you may work. It can be really beneficial for our nervous system, for our brains, to just let our gaze be a little fuzzy sometimes. Last breath in. Empty out. Let's find revolved triangle. Maybe back hand, maybe left hand comes to your back or your sacrum. Keep those hips steady and twist from the rib cage opening the collarbones up to the left. Try to soften that gaze again here. Can you get any more active with your twist? Last breath in. Last breath out. Come back through center. Plant those hands. Step back. Plank pose. Let's move through that flow one more time. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Land there. Taking what you need. Giving yourself these moments of beautiful stillness and rest. Next breath, we're going to come back forward. Find that table pose. From here, we're just going to step our left knee in behind our left wrist. And it's as if we're coming into a pigeon, but then we're just going to sit back on our right sit bones. So the left sit bones will probably be off the earth. Maybe unless you've got a lot of space through that left groin and hip area. Most of us will have the right sit bones on the earth. Then this is our deer pose. So sometimes we fold forward. Today we're going to walk our fingertips off towards the right. Finding another twist. Sticking with that theme today. Let's let this gentle twist calm our nervous system. Deep, easeful breaths. Telling your body it's safe here. Maybe walk your fingertips a little bit further to the right here. Next breath, gently make your way back, plant those hands, come back to a table, and just find that second side. So it's like we're setting up for a pigeon, and then we just sit back on our left sit bones, and start to walk those fingers around to the left, off your mat on the left. Still feeling lots of nice length through the spine here. You'll find with your exhales, you might find more space in the twist. Can you move any further? Beautiful. Let's make our way back through center, back to table, and we'll just gently make our way down onto our belly. We're going to come into a Sphinx here. Sphinx position. So elbows are underneath your shoulders. If this feels like not a lot of sensation in your back, so if you have a pretty bendy back, you can grab some blocks and stack your elbows underneath, on top of the block, still underneath your shoulders. I don't really need that in my back because I don't have super bendy back, but that's a beautiful option if you happen to have 2 blocks. So wherever you are, with or without blocks, find that Sphinx. And we're just going to experiment with activating some different muscles here. So try to feel for activating your core muscles here, just like we do in so many other postures when I cue to pull your ribs and your pubic bone together. Here you could even think of pulling your sternum, your breastbone towards your pubic bone, and feel how that lights up those muscles on the front line there through the midsection, and keep squeezing those really tight. So keep squeezing, keep finding that activation here. Breathe with it, finding that mind-muscle connection. Couple last breaths, keep squeezing, let's go. Should be quite active. Last one. And then just release that, release the activation through your core, but stay in your Sphinx. And now we're gonna try really squeezing the back body. So squeeze those shoulder blades back, maybe the hands lift, maybe the elbows lift. The elbows are staying down for me today, but maybe experiment with that. And try to keep breathing, maybe start to shake. Squeeze that back line nice and tight. Last breath in. Empty that out. Just let your forehead land on stacked hands. Big breath in. Open your mouth, sigh that out. Feel a release of tension that comes from that big sigh out. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, open your mouth, empty all breath out. Beautiful. It feels like it's melting the stress away. Maybe bend your knees, let those feet fall side to side. Beautiful relief for the spine. When you're ready, let's plant those hands next to your low ribs. From your knees or toes, press up. We're just going to make our way around onto our back, so maybe just sit over onto your sit bones, turn yourself around. A couple options as we get ready to spend a couple moments in rest is to fold up that blanket or towel, tuck that right underneath your shoulder blades again for a more gentle opening through the heart, through the front body. If you want, you could take a fish pose. I like to put my first block, if you have 2 blocks, I like to put my first block on the medium height in my mid back. And you can even place your towel or blanket over that to make it a little bit more comfortable. And then my second block on the low height. Take a couple moments to adjust that, to find the right alignment for you. Feel free to experiment with either of those, knowing that you don't have to stay in them. They don't feel good for you. And try to melt over the blocks here. Trying to relax into the blocks. Try not to push them away with your muscles. And then just settle into some stillness. Noticing what movement and what stillness does to your body. Both so important. Last few breaths in fish for those of us here. Open that heart up. If you would like to find a more easeful posture, I like to just put my weight, shift my weight onto my elbows, slide those blocks out from underneath me. Gently lay yourself back down. Any way that feels restful and easeful to you. Last few moments of stillness, breathing here together today. Last few moments here, noticing, sensing our internal signals. How do we feel in our minds, our bodies? Maybe noticing that we've cultivated this sense of peace within us, easefulness of rest that we can come back to whenever we like. Start to find a little bit of movement. You can always stay there enjoying that stillness as long as you like. You're ready to end your practice. Start making your way up to a tall seat, top of your mat. No rush to get there. Maybe the palms come to touch at center. Those eyelids close down. We share another inhale. Exhale. Let's try to notice and think on how we can take this feeling out with us into the rest of our day. Thank you. Namaste.